I've paid 2 airport drop-off fines that I probably didn't have to pay, both from Heathrow. Both because I forgot a £7 charge and £80 arrived in the post. I paid them because that's what you do when an official-looking letter turns up. What I didn't know then is that airport parking charges have a weakness, a specific one, written into the law, and a lot of people beat them with it. Here's the ground first. A charge from an airport car park operator is not a fine. It's a private company's invoice, claiming the driver broke the terms of a contract on their land. And the only way a private company can legally chase you, the registered keeper, instead of the actual driver, is a piece of law called the Protection of Freedoms Act 2012, PoFA. Without PoFA, they can only pursue the driver. Now, the important bit. PoFA only applies to what the Act calls relevant land, and relevant land specifically excludes land where parking is under statutory control. Airports are usually governed by their own bylaws, which is exactly that kind of statutory control. So on most airport land, PoFA doesn't apply. And if PoFA doesn't apply, there is no keeper liability at all. The operator can pursue the driver, but as the registered keeper, you are under no legal obligation to tell them who that was. That's the whole defense. Appeal as the keeper. Decline to name the driver. State that the airport is subject to byelaws and therefore isn't relevant land under PoFA, so no keeper liability arises. Independent appeals services have accepted this repeatedly at Heathrow, Gatwick, Manchester, Luton, and others, and cases collapse on it regularly. Now, the 4 things that decide whether this works for you, because this is where people go wrong. 1, and this is the big one, never say you were driving. The defense exists because they can't prove who was behind the wheel, and you're not obliged to tell them. The moment you write, "I only stopped for 2 minutes," or "I didn't see the sign," you've identified yourself as the driver and the defense is gone. Talk about the driver in the third person. Declining to name someone is entirely lawful. Lying about it is not. Don't do that, ever. 2, it depends on the airport actually having bylaws covering that land. The big ones generally do. Smaller airports sometimes don't, or their bylaws only cover the airside areas and not the public car parks. It's worth a search for that airport's bylaws before you rely on it. 3, this is for private operators only, the companies running airport forecourts and car parks. It has nothing to do with council or Transport for London penalty charge notices. Those are statutory fines with a completely different process, and this argument doesn't apply. 4, paying closes it. Once you've paid, there's no appeal to make. That's the mistake I made, twice. So, practically, appeal to the operator in writing within their deadline, usually 28 days. Keep it short and factual, as the keeper, without naming the driver. Expect a rejection. That's normal. And their rejection has to include a code that lets you escalate for free to PoFA if they're a British Parking Association member, or to the Independent Appeals Service if they're with the international parking community. Use the same argument again there. And if you were in a hire car, tell the rental company immediately that you're appealing because they'll otherwise pay it and charge your card plus their admin fee. After that, you may get debt collection letters. They look alarming and they are not court orders. A private parking charge is a civil debt. Nobody can take anything from you without going to court and winning first. One more thing, and it matters to me. This isn't about dodging charges you meant to incur. If you used a drop-off zone and owe £7, pay the £7. This is about the £80 letter that lands weeks later because you took a wrong turn or got lost or forgot a charge nobody reminded you about. That gap between the fee and the punishment is the whole problem. And this is the one legal answer to it that actually works. If you'd rather never be in that position again, there's an app linked below that notices when you drive into an airport drop-off zone and reminds you before the deadline, so there's no letter to appeal in the first place. Airport land, bylaws, no relevant land, no keeper liability. Appeal as the keeper, never name the driver, escalate for free. This is general information, not legal advice. Your notice carries the exact deadlines for your case. Now you know.